Hello, my dear Pisces. I am glad to welcome you to my channel. Today we begin to consider your horoscope for August. I will use a mixed technique of astrology and tarot. Each card represents one house in your area of life. We will look at your physical and emotional potential. How will your relationships develop in your personal life and at work? Regarding your financial situation, we will touch on other issues. Let's start analyzing every house. First house. These are your actions. Your inner potential. You will act soberly, judiciously, and rationally. You will try to act within the framework of balance, where you need to be silent, where you need to be able to push. There will be a need to balance both physical and mental health. People around you will perceive you as an honest, decent, and fair person. On an ordinary level, this means that everything we do is echoed in the world around us, responding to us with good for good and evil for evil. If we act honestly and decently, then we are rewarded, but if we use dubious means, then sooner or later we get what we deserve. At such a time, we, as a rule, try to understand the accumulated problems and to form a clear and unbiased opinion about them. Here, everything is decided not by emotions and feelings but by our logical thinking mind. Second house. This is the home of your money. August is better than July, and the worst thing is that it is not yet known how long it will last. There will be losses, no matter how you prepare for them, but the problem is that this is not your fault, these are external circumstances. Map of big waste. What is required of you now is quick action and steps. This is the beginning of something new, which we did not dare. Fate is pushing you in some new direction, and what will now seem like a disaster will turn out to be a boon in a couple of years. Perhaps someone has construction costs. Third house. Everyday life. Good news awaits you. An acquaintance that will bring good luck in business. A good relationship with siblings. This card shows education, so whoever is going to do something, your choice is correct. It could be an important phone call for you or an important email you received. I'm buying some stuff. This card speaks of the emergence of a new movement in a situation that seemed to be completely deadlocked. A burst of physical or creative activity. Fourth house. The house of family and real estate. The card indicates departure, change of residence, or moving to another apartment. Someone will lose a trip to the country. This card shows that the organization of all domestic problems in the family will fall on you. In the family, your authority will be high. Just don't forget your self-esteem. This is a very active map, very dynamic. It points more to relationships that are either in a state of passion, lovers, for example, or in a state of conflict, stress, or crisis. In terms of real estate, you are waiting for changes, perhaps the emergence of new alluring options, compared to the current situation. The fifth house. Holiday in love. Good contact and mutual understanding with relatives and especially with children. The card directly points to an official marriage, a wedding in a church. The creativity associated with spirituality, art, photography, and cinema, where you get insiders from space, will develop your inner world. You will manifest yourself both literally and allegorically as a wise teacher and mentor. Reconciliation after a fight. It also indicates the need to preserve the family and mutual respect. Sixth house. House of work and health. This card means that we subconsciously resist innovations, changes, or other movements that are brewing in our work. It can show that we feel a threat to ourselves from superiors and colleagues. May mean a difficult period at work. Sometimes the right decision in the team will be for you to be detached from him. This will help you survive and save what you have. Your main task for August is to keep the situation within certain limits. We can say that it is stable, but to remain in balance, you need constant control overall, even minor changes. Seventh house. The house of the partner in marriage and business. Your partner will show himself more inactive and lazy in August. He will be satisfied with everything and he will not want to make any extra gestures. He will be bored or just mope. He may be indifferent to your attention, may feel superfluous, abandoned, and unattractive. So in business, your partner will be indifferent, lack initiative, as if a swamp has sucked him in, feeling disappointed in everything. The Four of Cups often speaks of ambition, for which a person refuses other, perhaps even more tempting, opportunities. Eighth house. House of other people's money and crisis. You can manage other people's money. These are loans, mortgages, and loans. Find money to pay off. You know how to plan so that you have enough for everything or who can insure you. Inheritance, dividends, insurance payments. Your business is not huge, but it can still give a decent profit. Conception of a child. A large victory is possible. Good sex. The map does not show any accidents or serious illnesses. There is no crisis either. Ninth house. House of education and travel. A card of joy and pleasure. Any training, courses, self-development, or knowledge will bring you satisfaction. In a simpler sense, the card carries the opportunity to relax, take a walk for glory, have a good time without worrying about the future, and pamper yourself. If anxiety is present, then the card says that everything will be fine and portends a favorable ending. This card brings pleasant events. Have a good trip, including abroad. 10th house. A career and business house. You will go your own way, based on your own views and values. You will spend more time on details. Important decisions will have to be made by yourself. The Hermit card in matters of work does not talk about how to increase, but how to preserve and properly manage the available resources. Ways to save: austerity up to asceticism, cutting costs to the maximum. A wise, balanced approach to everything will help to avoid unreasonable spending, be it a work plan, material calculation, or inventory. You will calmly and detachedly go about your business without showing any sign of career zeal. 11th house. House of friends. The card speaks of excellent analytical skills. It is a map of the intellect, able to gradually, piece by piece, understand the most intricate problems. Maybe a temporary distance from communicating with friends, or maybe it will be lost as some kind of argument with a friend. This is a communication card, and it is a pair. Perhaps this is an interest in each other through correspondence, by phone, or conversations, the beginning of communication, acquaintance, and exchange of opinions. For someone, the card will be played like a vacation. 12th house. House of secrets. The most valuable gift of the King of Swords is the ability to perform the required action at any time. You will be able to find a way out of the most pressing problems and the most difficult issues. The King of Swords means the habit of not taking anyone's word for it, a sharply critical look at things, and as a result, success. An authoritative person may appear in your life. If he is your ally, then he will help solve some business and legal issues, move up the career ladder, or gain social status. The card can mean a lawsuit or just a showdown and a showdown. In addition, it may imply career changes or interference in your affairs by any external forces that you have to reckon with. So we have completed the forecast for August, my dear Pisces. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for liking it. It helps me in promoting the channel. So click on the bell so you don't miss new videos, and I'll see you soon.